Welcome to the ReeferCast, ladies and gentlemen. Your bi-weekly podcast with your two incredibly medicated hosts. So grab a stool, take a seat. We're gonna shake up your mind, maybe jiggle your tree, and just see what makes you tick. So this is episode 1 of the ReeferCast. This is gonna be our twice a week, hour-long podcast where we just kind of kick on the audio. We have a discussion about some things and put it on the internet for you guys to listen to. It can contain anything from a wild array of things. We actually have a good little list today that we wanted to talk about. First off, a quick little intro of us, and then there's a lot of current events going around right now that
they're really good topics.
Yeah, we could definitely talk about it. And there's some fun stuff, too. So, hopefully you guys enjoy. And in the meantime, let's kick this off. So, who are you?
I am a server.
Okay. That's all you got? You're a server?
I really like doing nails. I'm actually thinking about going back to school for it. And then possibly making my own, little business.
I see. So, would you say you're an entrepreneur?
That would make sense, yeah, but that just sounds so professional,
What's wrong with professional?
Nothing. I don't know. I don't know.
Who are you? Who are we? Who are we?
We're awesome.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Awesome's pretty good. Awesome's really good, actually.
Yeah.
So we are...
Describes us.
Us.
Our relationship.
We are awesome, and we've been together for how long?
Almost 3 years. Coming up in just a few months.
Close, huh?
Yeah.
Real close. And we pretty much lived together that whole time.
Yeah.
And we get along flawlessly.
Ain't that the truth?
Lots of people on a constant basis tell us how cute we are together.
Just like today.
I know, that's so irritating. It's like, shut up.
I love it. I think it's so cute.
No, I guess it's, if you're going to
right.
have a problem in your relationship, I guess having people identify that you're happy together is a good problem to have.
Yeah, we get that so much, too. I love it.
Every minute has
really
been a
cool.
blast.
Oh, yeah.
And, we medicate a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
And it brings up all of these thoughts.
We
have really, really good conversations, and since they're not recorded, we don't even remember them, and they're just lost, and they've either been hilarious or very, very thoughtful.
Yeah. Insightful.
Yes, insightful.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughtful.
Plus, on top of that, I think, at least I'd like to think that we're somewhat interesting people.
What do you mean by interesting?
Given our age, which is in our 20s, over those 20 years, we've acquired memories, and we've done certain actions, and we've accomplished things, we've achieved things, so, that makes us interesting.
Yeah.
Because maybe we've achieved things in those 20 years that somebody else hasn't achieved, and they're like, wow, that's really cool. In my next year or two, I'm going to achieve that too. Yeah, try that out.
That's
or maybe somebody hears it and they're like, oh, I achieved that too. And now they associate themselves with a clique almost, but not in a negative way that you'd find in high school, but just maybe associate yourselves with a community of like-minded individuals. And so I don't know, I'd definitely say we're interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, in that sense, everybody's interesting.
Yeah. In their own way.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I think it's the difference in the people that are interesting that makes them interesting. All right?
Damn, now you're getting way deep. Watch out.
We're just doing what
We're just getting started.
We are just getting started.
Damn.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But it's so true. So, I am a college student.
Yeah.
And avid electronic dork, hence the podcast idea.
Oh, yeah. But it's in a good way. Like, you're very smart in a good way. You know a lot of stuff.
And I think I'd also consider myself as an entertainer. Because it is typically a mission of mine to make people smile and laugh throughout the day.
And you totally do an amazing job at it. You
can stroke it a little more. That's okay. But no, I actually try to... Why you gotta go there this so soon?
You're
so soon. This
there.
relationship is 5 minutes and 30 seconds old.
And everything all within the first... Okay.
Yeah, exactly my point. You're a dirtball.
I was not even thinking that. You gave me the face. And
No, don't blame me. Don't blame me. So, while we're talking about who we are, I guess a good question to ask would be, what is your satisfaction level with who we are at this very moment? And by this very moment, I mean both, like, at this time in our lives, as far as, like, college, jobs, houses, things like that. But also, like... Fuck, I just blew my train of thought.
Damn. I feel like you're going to say something...
Like who we are, right? Fuck, I don't remember.
Like, what would you do, or what is your most... Wow.
Oh, okay. If you could rate your satisfaction on, like, who we are and where we are, not only based on, like, point in your life, but just also, like, right now at this moment in this current mind state, such as medicated. Mm-hmm. We're on a scale of 1 being horrible, 10 being fantastic.
Honestly, I'd have to say 10.
Really?
Or damn near close.
Why a 10?
Because we mesh so well. And you're so freaking hilarious. And, like, how we joke back and forth and everything, it's just so good together. And we hardly ever fight. And when we do, it's not that bad.
I'd give it, like, an 8.
And why is that?
Because I could be a little bit more medicated.
Oh my god.
No, I wish there was a little bit more freedom. And, like, I'm not implying that I'm not fortunate or that I don't, understand that I'm fortunate to be where we're at. Like, you know, as far as, like, finances and things like that, but if I could improve one thing, it would be we'd be able to do a little bit more. And that sounds selfish, but fuck it. I guess, you know? So, that's cool. See, I think that's one of the reasons why I like our little nightly sessions like this.
Yeah. Is
because I feel like a majority of the communication about our relationship and the status of us and things like that happens at night like this.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it opens our lines of communication.
Yeah, I thought about that. Like, we really talk a lot at night. Like, we talk a good amount during the day, but, like, at night when we're relaxing, we're just sitting here.
Because, I mean, we've been talking for, like, 2 hours now, even before any of this.
Damn.
And then, you know, I mean, we probably got another couple hours before we even think about getting to bed.
Yeah.
And you know, we're going to be talking the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Even after we get in bed.
Yeah. Damn, like, we do lay in bed and talk.
All the time.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
That's so cool.
The big current bomb in the news.
Ooh.
George Zimmerman. I don't think I need to explain much. Who doesn't know what happened?
Yeah.
How do you feel about a not guilty verdict?
I agree with it.
Why?
From what I heard before I was told all the evidence and everything, I heard that he went to 7-Eleven or whatever and said he was getting, like, tea and candy, and it just sounded super sketchy because he was out there because he was a bad kid, and it sounded like he was going to pick drugs up and he was on his way back and he didn't have a gate code or anything like that, so he hopped the fence and looked all suspicious and they got all defensive when this guy was like, hey, what are you doing? And he started beating the shit out of him, and Zimmerman pulled a gun on him and shot him. He was beating the shit out of him.
So that's the story as you know it?
Yeah, that's the story that I knew it before I heard any kind of evidence.
So, based on that story alone, you find it acceptable for a grown man to shoot a young man, let alone a young black kid?
Yeah, it doesn't matter about that. If you're beating the shit out of me and I have a chance to pull a gun on you, I'm gonna. That's so stupid to just sit there and not even care. Oh, okay, I'm gonna just fight back with my hands. No, I'm gonna get you off of me, because frankly, that was probably, if he was beating the shit out of him, probably didn't feel good.
Do you think the way, so based on what you know about the court case, which is probably really little, but
yeah.
Do you think that the courts handled it in the right way?
Well, yeah, as far as I know, they hit all their steps, right? And everybody, all the jury decided that it was not guilty.
Right. I think the only
thing...
thing...
they deliberated on it for a really long time.
Yeah, and one of the weird things was Zimmerman himself didn't take the stand in his own defense. He didn't tell his story while he was there. So that was an interesting...
You didn't?
No, but that was an interesting thing that I found about the case, is that, yeah, and a lot of people were calling him a coward and stuff like that for not taking the stand.
Why? Why would he need to tell his story? What's so, like, is it so important that he does, or why didn't he want to?
I think everybody wanted to hear him say that he did it.
Yeah.
But he was never going to say that he did, because in his mind's eye, it's self-defense.
Oh, okay.
Right?
It totally makes sense.
I agree with you. I think the courts made the right call, because the big factor for me is the word proving. You're innocent until proven guilty, and that's proven beyond a reasonable amount that, you are guilty. And they couldn't do that with the evidence they had. They didn't have enough evidence to go without a doubt, without the shadow of a cunt hair's doubt.
Oh, he's guilty?
He's guilty. Yeah. They can't condemn a man to life unless they can really, really prove it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't really, really prove it.
Damn.
So in my eye, you have to go with the non-guilty if you want the justice system to work.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I think it has nothing to do with race.
Well, and then
as far as the court's ruling, all these protests are 100% about race, but
that's so ridiculous. Like, calm down.
Yeah, I agree. I think people do need to calm down. What I find interesting, and this is what I almost spilled earlier, is that, and I read this somewhere, and it just made a lot of sense to me, so I figured I'd talk about it. They said, it's interesting how O.J. Simpson was a black man and he killed 2 white women. Okay. Supposedly. He killed 2 white women. And when he got off as not guilty, the black community was really happy, right? Because he got off. Well, now, now that the black guy's a victim, they're really upset that the guy got off because, the black person was the victim. Mm. So it just seems like if it doesn't benefit them, if it's not in favor of them as color, regardless of evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get all weird about it.
And yeah, I would just say something else, but I don't even want to go there.
Right. I mean, you can go wherever you want to go. This is an open, free talk.
Well, then they wonder why they're stereotyped.
Well, I think we could go there. I think a lot of people are stereotypes. Look at the redneck stereotype.
Oh yeah, holy
crap! You
crap!
See what I'm saying? So, I mean, stereotypes aren't a central thing. Everybody's got a stereotype.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, very true. I don't know, but
what do you think about the riots? About it, just the NAACP getting all.
I think that's fucking nuts. That's totally unnecessary. That just makes you look bad. You're mad because someone was killed, and now you're turning around and acting a fool.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? You're setting a bad, look for yourself. Do you not realize that?
Yeah, and I could see if they were protesting because the trial was handled wrong or there wasn't evidence and or there was perfect evidence and he got off.
Yeah.
I could see if they were protesting about a fault in the court, but the only reason they're trashing everybody's stuff and going crazy is the color of somebody's skin.
Yeah.
It's like they're the ones that are going all ape shit are the ones that are keeping the racism alive. Because the rest of us have it in our head that the dude's skin didn't matter, it's the evidence.
Yeah.
So everybody that's flipping shit are the ones that are the racist ones.
Exactly.
Which is interesting to me. And everybody just clicked off this shit right there. Alright, so let's move on. A couple weeks ago, I asked you a question about if you could sleep with one fictional character, who would it be?
What? Okay, what do we mean by fictional again?
Anything, like Winnie the Pooh or fictional,
that
made
is
up,
really disturbing.
Made up character.
Made up character?
Mm-hmm.
Ew, this is weird.
You're supposed to think about it. Okay, so there's not a huge lull while you think.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Little Mermaid.
What?
Yeah.
Ew, why?
Okay, so if you're gonna do it, you might as well be weird about it. Because it's already weird to begin with. And on top of that, it answers the age-old question of top half fish or bottom half fish.
Oh my god!
At least that we know.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So who would you?
You know that guy from Beauty and the Beast?
Beast?
No, not the Beast. Definitely not the Beast.
You're so superficial. Don't give me that beast. That bitch might be ripped in the end, but I ain't fucking no furball.
Oh my god. No, the one that was trying to date Belle. The guy with the black hair.
Like I fucking know what happens in the Beauty and the Beast.
Holy shit. Well, why did you make it sound like you did?
I didn't make it sound like I did. You almost made me choke on that Gatorade.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so tell me about this guy.
He just the way I don't know, the role he plays in that. He's a very strong guy, and he's very handsome, I guess. And he's very charming.
You're attracted to a cartoon. Excellent. I guess we're gonna learn things about each other.
You're the one who fucking wanted to fuck Ariel. Top half fish, bottom half fish. At least mine is human. Human.
You want to talk about humans and animals, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm driving you to work today. And somehow the topic of bestiality comes up, and somebody that's co-hosting this show thinks that an animal and a human could procreate somehow and be a hybrid.
I mean, I didn't know if it was going to live or what was going to happen to it. I just thought it was possible somehow.
So I was thinking of some weird-ass animals that if you just blended with a human, right? Like if you're gonna farm some mutant bestiality motherfuckers, these are the ones that would be the coolest. The human giraffe, way cool, dude. Basketball is going to a new level. I'm serious. The human giraffe, that one's cool as shit. The human hippo, that's right. Dude's just swimming on his back all day and shit. Big old belly. But he can drink beer. He's got it made. He's got it made.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
What else would be a cool one? I don't know. The human centipede? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, you're disgusting.
That movie was fucked up, man.
I can't believe they made a second one.
I think there's more than two.
Ew, what is wrong with people?
I
The reason they made more than one is because too many fucked up people, we watched it, but we're not fucked up people, watched that movie to where they could, like, they profited off it so much, like, oh, we're gonna make a second one, we'll make more money too off of this fucked up ass movie. Like, what the fuck?
That shit was nasty, dude.
Oh my god, I can't, like, oh my god, what would you do if that ever happened?
It's never gonna happen.
What if there's someone who's fucked up out there?
I'm gonna try to be the one in front then. I'm the one in front, goddammit.
No way.
Hell yeah. If you gotta do it, I'm the one in front.
That is so fucking nasty. Oh my god.
Well, what? You want to be the one at the end? Fuck no, you don't.
No. That's so gross.
That's nasty as fuck. I don't know how we got there from fictional characters. Beats the shit out of me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so I don't remember. This is funny because I wrote down cats from this morning.
Ooh.
And you're like, write down more than that. And I was like, I'll remember. And I don't fucking remember.
Really?
Yeah, I have no clue. You want one.
Yeah, I love
that's
cats.
totally not the discussion, but yeah. Maybe you'll get one. We'll see.
Maybe I will.
I just, I'm not a big fan of it. Especially, you see all these damn pictures, cats are in the way of the computer.
I know, but they're so cute and you're just gonna lay on your
Oh
lap
my,
and
I
sleep.
bet you they do not want you to squeeze them.
I'm sure they do. They just growl a little bit. They get over it. No big deal.
That laugh.
You like that shit?
Baby, baby.
Oh my god.
Alright, this is getting a little strange. Fuck, I really wish I remember that cats topic. Oh, I think it's crazy how, like, some cats stand up. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god, I want one of those.
Yeah, I've seen a lot
They're
of different
so
cats
cute.
doing it. The more I lurk on the internet, like, the more I see that are different breeds that are just doing that. That's cool, man. I wish it would just walk around like that. Be like a wobbly little thing.
Because you want a wallaby.
I do want a wallaby. I do. A wallaby would be very cool.
We need like a big ass yard
A
for
farm.
that thing.
A
Yeah.
farm, yeah. Yep. I agree. That's when I make millions, though. I play a lot of Monopoly, fucker. I'm pretty rich. Don't give me shit. That's right.
You lost me for a second.
If only one could be so lucky. Alright, so we had a discussion a couple weeks ago, and it started with, if you could have one statistic displayed above everybody's head, what would it be?
Oh, I said IQ.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah.
And
Because you would just look at someone and be like, God, you're fucking dumb as shit.
yeah.
Like, fuck, I feel so bad for you. But it's so hilarious.
Yeah, and I said sexual partners, and we both thought that that was like a huge bomb, but then I got to thinking about it some more. And what if you just don't want to know how many partners somebody has had? Like, what if you run into this incredibly attractive person, and you're just like, fuck yeah, and like, they're the one, dude's settling down, or she's settling down,
Yeah.
and they're done. And they just want to be one person, and they think it's you, and you think it's them, and then you see this statistic, and it's like 457.
Oh my god. But why wait so long to figure out that?
Right, I get it. Who's to determine when you can see the statistic? Like, what if you had to be, like, committed and legally bound to somebody before the statistic popped up?
Oh my god, that would be nuts.
It's like a way to just love them for them.
That would be
That'd
fucking
be
nuts.
fucked up.
What if I found out that you're
Then we'd be the same.
I can't
Then
believe
we'd be
you
the
said
same.
Oh my god.
You'd be awful disappointed to find out what yours was then. I guess you're a dickhead now. I hope you laugh your ass onto the floor.
Oh my god.
You're fucking retarded.
I totally didn't mean like that, but it's so awesome.
You're fucking retarded.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Come on, simmer. Simmer, young Padawan.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, so I've been lurking the greener sides of Twitter in search of like hot cannabis topics and things like that, like things that are potentially marijuana related that we can talk about. Not so much news, but just topics of discussion. And I noticed one thing, and as I was looking through a lot of these Twitter posts, I saw a lot of shit like, oh, anybody with half a brain would know that weed isn't, addictive or whatever. And it's like, it's kind of like, it's insulting. It's like, well, anybody that's half fucking retarded would know that weed doesn't affect you. And it was a lot of posts like that, and I just got to thinking, like that's just fucked up to insult people about it, and it kind of smudges a community of people that are actually generally open and nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it contradicted itself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people that I know that smoke are genuine and down to earth people. Yeah. It was really weird. And I don't know, the person had like a lot of followers and stuff, and I'm just like, that's just like a really
negative?
Yeah, negative and like holier than thou attitude to have.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't like to insult anybody really at any time.
Yeah.
Whether they're a stoner or not, or broke or not, or white or not.
Yeah.
Like,
doesn't matter.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Apparently not. So we had this little discussion on the way home, and it was about a video that I had watched today about a kid that was excessively swearing.
Oh
it's
my
like high school kid.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking about, like, when I was a kid, like, I swore that much too, but now that I look at it, I'm like, wow, like, you sound really stupid. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm making this shake.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
You threw me off, woman.
The kids in high school and they're swearing?
Yeah, they just seem really stupid because it's almost like they inject it as much as they can because they think it's cool, and it felt wrong to hear it. Like the
it's
kid
totally
was
cool.
like 14 or 15. I'm just like, wow, that just doesn't even sound right. And to me, it was interesting because like adults could have said the same thing, and it just would have been like any other conversation. But it was just really awkward because it was kids.
That's so weird. Like, I don't know. I totally get it. When I was, I don't know, that age, I did the same thing.
Right. No,
but
me
now,
too.
like, looking back on it now, it's totally weird. It doesn't sound right. They don't, the way they use the words, like we were talking about, the context.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what the hell?
This kid, he was talking about girls, and he referred to women as bitches, but not, I don't know. I say bitches, but I don't say bitches directly at women. I use bitches as all encompassing. I can see I can see a group of 100 people that is mixed of everything and say, hey bitches, like bitches is like you.
It's not derogatory when you use it.
Right. And this kid though, he was like, these bitches, and it was like super demeaning, and like he used it in such a vindictive way. I was just like blown away that like either A, he had that much hate that he calls women bitches and like really means it, right? Or B, he just doesn't understand the context, so he just uses the word bitches because he thinks it's cool because it's a swear word, and then he uses it like a jackass.
That's what I think it is.
I don't know.
Maybe he has an older brother and his older brother cusses and
Probably.
I don't know, like shit like that. People he looks up to cuss. And he's like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to do this too. Because boys do that.
Oh, right. No, I think that his household environment, plus all the people he looks up to, has a heavy influence on it.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably been on the internet too much because people on the internet are assholes to the T, and You know, that's all he hears and stuff like that. And
that's true.
you know, the internet is just a staple in high school kids' lives now.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in high school, you've had the internet the whole time you've been in school.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
I remember having, like, these computers that we would, I don't know what it was, but it was like this paint program, and we would color in certain, like, spots on a picture and then print them out, like, how we colored them. In kindergarten.
That's retarded.
What? It was the coolest thing in the world.
But you didn't paint shit.
That's not the point. And then, like, we got this, like, Pooh Bear to take home.
Oh, my God.
Someone got to take one home every week. And, like, we put our names in this jar, and then...
A Pooh Bear? Like Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, it was like a blue bag, a Pooh Bear, and a Pooh Bear book.
Okay.
And we got to take it home, and we were babysitting Pooh Bear.
Why?
I don't even know.
You enjoyed the shit out of that, didn't you?
Oh my God, I did. I slept with it and everything.
Oh, I'm sure you did. You molested the Pooh Bear with your little bestiality fetish. You're like, let's make a hybrid bear man.
No, but I was so happy when I got it.
So you telling me Bigfoot exists?
No.
Yep, that's what you just told everybody.
No, definitely
I
not.
bet you a Bigfoot could come from a bear and a dude.
Don't be fucking weird. See? Bestiality. Why? What the fuck? And you're telling me it's... I'm so confused right now.
What?
You're telling me bestiality is not real, but there's Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's like a monkey thing.
Bitch, that's more of a man than a monkey.
Okay, then there you go. It's more of a man than a monkey. It's like another species of human that's just incredibly monkey-like.
That's fucking weird.
It's the rest of your family. Calm the fuck down.
It's your family.
Don't be mad, son.
Shut up.
I'll beat you up. Yeah, I don't know. You and your bestiality, you gotta calm down. So, we were talking earlier, as usual. A lot of my sentences start with "we were talking earlier." And that kind of really just goes back to when we were describing us. Like, we're always talking.
Yep.
Fuck, we need some peace and quiet around here.
When we watch TV, we have peace and quiet.
No, we have you crunching on some Skittles or something.
What? I haven't had Skittles in forever.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm sure you want some Skittles right now.
No, Reese's sound good.
So, we were having a very intellectual and deep discussion of life earlier, and we asked each other what's one state that you never want to live in? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Did you think about it?
Yeah.
Do you have your state?
I'm pretty sure.
Do you have your reasons?
I have a couple.
Would you like to share them? God damn it!
Sure, god damn it.
Okay, Gertrude, calm the fuck down. We don't need none of that hillbilly shit around here.
Okay, you just brought to a whole nother level.
Okay, Sharnies. Oh shit, that was... See, that's gonna get people in trouble. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Okay.
If you take that shit seriously, this is the wrong podcast for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So...
Your state.
Florida.
Why?
Because, first of all, I've grown very accustomed to how not humid it is here.
Okay.
And, oh my god, just thinking about how humid it is in Florida and how sticky you get, I hate when I start getting sticky.
I'm sure
and
you
my
do.
hair just, like, frizzes out and it drives me nuts.
Is that why you never just take it in the face?
What the fuck?
You hate getting sticky? It makes your hair prickly?
Oh my god!
You're so inappropriate going.
You're so inappropriate. So...
You hate humidity.
Yeah. And, like, my hair would never be able to do my hair. And then I have to worry about freaking... What are those things? Tsunamis or something?
Hurricanes?
Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck hurricanes, man! Fuck hurricanes. At least if there's a fire, you can evacuate. A hurricane, you're gonna fucking see that shit coming and you're not really gonna be able to do shit about it.
It's not true.
Really?
Yeah, they know how, like, hurricanes are out, on their way for quite some time before they actually develop into full hurricanes and hit the inland area, they evacuate people for hurricanes.
Yeah, but how long do they have before they know to evacuate?
Probably like a week.
Really?
They know. They calculate it. I don't know.
Weird. I still would not want to live there.
Why?
Cause fuck hurricanes.
What about Disney World, man?
Why would you never want to live in Disney World? Why would you never want to live in Disney World?
Disney World's not a state. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's sad that I have to ask this question. But Disney World is in Florida.
Oh, okay.
So, if you never wanted to live in Florida, you could never hang out at Disney World all the time.
I want time to think of another place.
No, you fucked up. You gave up Disney World.
No.
Yep. Mine would be Utah.
Mormons?
Oh, wow, you fucking prejudiced. You're so prejudiced. No.
What?
Partially.
You prejudiced pug.
They have a lot of weird laws, like liquor laws and things like that.
Oh, yeah, you
can't buy on like one day out of the week or some shit.
Yeah.
Or after like 5 p.m. And I don't know. They got a lot of. They're incredibly strict on a lot of weird stuff in a weird way, and I think that living 100% completely different from the rest of the country is a little awkward.
Yeah, which I don't know why they do that. Like,
yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, it's pretty up there. It's definitely pretty. I like the scenery.
Oh, yeah. I drove through it a couple times
Me
going
too.
to my grandparents.
Me too, and it's just like, hey, that's nice, and. It's just strange, and nobody wants to deal with strange. No, leave it. Yeah, so, I don't know, if you could have a rebuttal state, what would your rebuttal state be?
I would never want to live.
Yeah, because you said, oh, no, it's in Florida.
Damn, I need to see a map now.
Oh, shit, you're taking this too far. So you think hurricanes are worse than fires?
Yeah.
Even after the one that was just behind our house?
Yeah, definitely. Are you kidding me? I mean, at least we saw that and everything, and we would have been warmed, and like we could have moved all our shit out of there, like you said, into storage, and then go move in with a couple friends for a few days until we knew we can go back in. And did you know?
But you're gonna have that same time with a hurricane.
Yeah, but I don't know. Hurricanes are horrible.
I think the middle states are weird. Like Kansas is pretty sucky. Like it's just flat and
you
stuff
said
like
it's
that.
flat.
I had a very boring time in Kansas. Or there's like Maine where it's cold all the time.
Or New Hampshire, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's all wet, cold.
Ew, I don't like New Hampshire. I actually knew someone from New Hampshire.
Did you?
Yeah.
Here you go profiling people again. What are people in New Hampshire like?
No, just the weather.
Oh.
No, I really don't like the weather. He seemed to really like the weather, though.
Nobody likes that much rain.
Apparently.
Yeah, a bunch of depressed people. Do you think the weather has an impression on your mood?
Possibly, because I really don't like the rain. And if I got all soaking wet from the rain, I kind of get all butthurt. Because I'm like, fuck, I hate the rain. I hate getting wet.
Okay, so I saw this tweet earlier today. And the person was like, being high on marijuana is like living life in HD. And I thought about it, and I was like, that's so true, and that's really, really cool to think about. And what he meant by it, what I was going to say earlier, is like, when you're high, like food tastes better, sound better, sex feels better.
It does.
You're more like creative, like, so it's like taking the color and making everything a little sharper, and it's the better version of yourself.
I feel like we've talked about that before.
Have we?
I totally feel like we have.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have.
That might be why I found it so interesting.
Like a month ago. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe that was one of our discussions that we just forgot, and hearing this jogged it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But it was a really cool thing to think about. Like, damn, like what if that is the difference between standard definition and high definition for life?
Wow.
Just being high and that. I think a lot more people would be open and polite to each other if everybody was high.
Oh, yeah.
Just like we were talking
Definitely.
with the Egyptian thing. We were talking about, if they used,
Everybody just chill, nobody cared.
Right, like maybe that's why they were so creative and stuff. Like they built all the pyramids and the sculptures and everything. And yeah, I know they were built by slavery and stuff like that, but
they had time to think, and they were like, "Oh, this sounds really cool. Like,
right,
let's build this to represent us."
Yeah, and I don't know. I think that if they're smoking weed back then, it's not controlled like it is today. So everybody's just doing it. So everybody's more open-minded and creative.
Yeah.
You know? And that's probably what helped create slavery as well, just for the simple fact that they saw slavery as a machine to build the stuff. They didn't.
Yeah, so they
didn't really see it as a hatred for another people per se. It's just like, oh, hey, we can play alpha male over these people, so let's make them build our cool stuff. That way we can just have stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense.
Could be created from a whole society based on marijuana use.
It's weird, and I haven't heard anything from before that, like. Because I feel like I seen that in the news like a week or two ago or something.
Possibly. There's been a lot of marijuana stuff in the news lately.
And then I haven't heard anything or seen anything from before that time period about it. So
it'd be interesting if that happened to play a part in the creativity of the wonders that Egypt created.
I wonder how it was found. Like, how did this plant start growing and someone just found this? Because you don't make this, it's found. Someone found it somewhere, right? And they copied the strain or whatever?
I guess it probably grew naturally and somebody found it and then they learned how to plant it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the weird things, right? Nobody knows where anything comes from. Where did humans just come from? Right? If you say evolution and then you're like, oh, humans came from monkeys, well, where did monkeys come from? And you can keep going back and back and back and back as far as you can to where did that one thing come from? And eventually you're going to get to the answer of, I don't know.
Yeah. Because not everybody knows like, you don't know how to trace back that far.
Right, because we don't know if it's God, we don't know if it's science, we don't know what it is.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, that was a weird path that just took compared to what we started talking about.
Interesting, though.
Oh, so I came to sit down and I did my little dance and I was like, baby, baby, and you're like, oh my god, and then I was like, oh, like I'm not listening to music, but I have music playing in my head, and I didn't have my headphones in, and I'm just sitting there and I was like dancing and shit, and it's because I was creating music in my head, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, the music that I'm creating in my head is way cooler and sounds way more awesome than anything I've ever just heard.
That's so funny.
Have you ever done that when you just start dancing around in the kitchen or something? You're like, damn, this is the fucking jam. Like, it's way better if you created it in your head.
I do that all the time.
Right. I think perceiving music that way is kind of cool. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe because it's the creation of it.
I like it.
And I don't know, with me, mine's always got a little bit more bass to it on an overall around thing. Like, it's like my thoughts have more bass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you ever think about that? That's a weird thing to think about. What do your thoughts sound like? Like, you know, like when you're dreaming, you know, like you hear the dream.
Oh, that's creepy.
But it's kind of muffled, like.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like I had a dream like 6 months ago. It was a really fucked up dream. And it sounded so fucking real. Yeah. Like, it was scary. It was so real. Nuts.
I hate dreams like that. Every now and then I get one like that. And
oh, God.
It just makes things rough for a while.
Yeah. Like, when you wake up, you don't know if I don't know. Like, you just don't know if you're going to dream that way the next night or what. Or
right.
You got the story. Oh, God.
You know what my favorite dreams are? The ones that, like, continue for a long time.
But are good.
Right, like you'll go to sleep and you'll dream and then something will wake you up and you're like, fuck, I was loving that dream, and you fall asleep and as soon as you start dreaming again, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm dreaming the same dream.
I don't dream
And then
very
you wake
often.
up and you go back to sleep, maybe the next night, and then bam, you're back at the third part of the dream. I love those dreams.
Yeah, I don't have very many of those. I don't dream very often, so, and I don't know. I feel like it's sucky to say, but I have really bad dreams when I do dream.
That is pretty sucky to say.
Yeah.
I know how it is,
That's
though.
how much I don't dream.
All I had was bad dreams for a very long time.
Yeah, I bet.
So, I bet. I totally know where you're coming from. But,
yeah.
Dreaming's interesting, man. I think that would be a really cool area to know more information on, because nobody really has any info on dreams.
No,
what they are, how they work,
how do you
where they come from.
Write down dreams.
Because, you know, what's weird is, like, you'll see stuff in your dreams that you have no reference to in reality. Right, like if I dream about a computer screen, it makes sense because I know what a computer screen looks like because I see one when I'm awake. But sometimes in dreams you create stuff that doesn't really exist. But you know exactly how it looks, you know exactly how it smells, you know exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, I don't do that very often, but I know exactly what you're
just like creating a whole new entity. I think it's weird that we can craft something that we have no reference of.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense that, like, how we would put all those thoughts together.
Right.
Like, oh, this totally makes sense. No, I know what you're talking about.
Because from the moment you're born, you have, you know, reference of at least air touching you and stuff like that. That'd be weird. What if you didn't have air touching you? How weird would that feel? Because you take it for granted right now because air's always touching you. But what if you just eliminated the air?
Maybe you wouldn't feel anything.
No, it'd probably kill you. It'd be a vacuum. But, like, what if it didn't kill you and you could touch space, not really air?
Yeah, it's creepy. I feel like you wouldn't be able to feel much.
I don't know. Maybe. That's really weird.
Yeah.
It's incredibly weird.
I feel like right now, air. Right. I feel like if I don't have that, I feel like I can't feel my skin.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Sometimes when I have too much medication, I can't feel my skin. So, wow, this was a good time. I mean, we're approaching the hour mark. How do you think the first episode of the ReeferCast went?
I think it went really, really good. It's fun. I like just sitting here and talking because it's like we normally do it, and I like that we can broadcast it to other people.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you yet believe that we're interesting people after today's discussion?
Yeah, we're kind of weird.
I don't know if I want to be weird.
Well, not weird, but like, I don't know. It's interesting the way we think. I feel like it's interesting the way a lot of people think.
So if they're listening to this on YouTube, you can find us on Twitter. The link to the Twitter page is in the description below. If you're listening to this through some other means, you can find us on Twitter, somewhere in some kind of credits to that, as well as YouTube. So those links are going to be there.
Yes.
And because I do want to try to put this on iTunes, so that'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
And if you have feedback, make sure you leave that on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'd love to hear feedback.
And if you're interested in maybe chit-chatting with us one night, feel free to send us a message, and we can see if we can set something up. So I think it'd be cool if we could start getting people to come on and just be a little medicated and just bullshit with us.
Yeah, that'd be way cool.
So
get their thoughts on some ideas, some topics that we have. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely. And if you want longer episodes, let us know that too. If you want shorter episodes, let us know that as well.
Yep.
If you have topics you want to hear our thoughts on, drop those around. Let's make this podcast as much about them as we can.
Yeah.
That way,
get them involved.
Right? Yeah. No. Totally. Instead of just being a channel talking to you, why not create a forum around a channel?
That's really cool. I like that
I think
idea.
that would be a really cool way to do it too, because you know there's just going to be a bunch of people that like to sit there maybe smoke a little weed, and just listen to people talk about shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all the people that are going to be watching this.
Yeah. Well, you watch Joe Rogan.
I do. I love the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah. I thought this was really good. I thought it was really fun. I think we kept it nicely paced, pretty entertaining. We got off track a couple times.
But it was funny.
I think it was funny
so it
too.
Makes us.
Partially, yeah, definitely. I think our humor definitely meshes and just feeds super good off of each other.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, also, if you guys, the more people that end up sticking around, the more episodes will be put out. If you guys want it more than twice a week, if the people speak, then the people will get. Yeah. In that sense. We won't be able to fulfill every request, but we'll do our best. Definitely. So, what did you think? Let's talk in these last 10 minutes about how the journey's been. And by the journey, I mean how the medicinal journey's been. So, at the start of this podcast, we were smoking. Yep. And how's your high been?
It's been good. I feel like fidgety. I keep kind of twisting in the chair, but I don't know.
Are you twitchy?
I feel really calm. I don't know. I don't feel twitchy in the face, but I feel like I'm just like touching everything and I don't know, doing everything with my hands.
Do you find this medication to be thought-provoking and stimulating?
Oh yeah, definitely. I really like this stuff.
Yeah, I think
it was really good.
I think we've had some pretty deep conversations on this stuff.
Yeah, just in the past few days, and we've had this stuff for about like a week now.
Yeah, I don't know. My trip's been really subtle, just enough. Yeah. Like I could go for a little bit bigger, peak to it, but I'm at a point where I'm just like really active but really like body stoned. Yeah. And my mind is just like ticking and.
Agreed.
I'm like 100% relaxed, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely relaxed.
It's been a fun ride. It's been an incredibly fun ride.
I love it.
If you listen to this stoned, it'd be really cool. Is if in the comments or even in a personal message, whatever, if you listen to this high, write us and let us know if it influenced the experience you had. Oh. Like if maybe your high was a little cooler, maybe if your high was a little more insightful, or if we sparked any kind of emotion.
Thought, or yeah,
like that'd be really cool to know.
That'd be way cool.
And then maybe listen to it sober and let us know, like if it's better.
Different? Yeah. Oh, weird.
I think that'd be super cool. Yeah,
I like it.
If you do something like that and like you take the time to do all of that. We'll definitely write you back.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, my gosh.
A nice personal message about everything. And it'll be cool. So don't think that if you take the time to do that, we're just going to go, oh, that's cool, and then ignore it.
No, yeah, we'll definitely get back to you. That's cool.
Also include the type of medication you are on, too. So maybe, what if...
I didn't think about that.
Right? Like, what if that's the type of... evening we're trying to have.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I got Don't Worry, Be Happy going on in the headphones right now. It's just like the perfect song to wind down to. So, Thursday, this is going to be the next episode.
Thursday, yep.
So, every Tuesday and Thursday we'll be here on this channel. I guess we didn't give you those days. And, we'll do our best to get them up around 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yep. So check around then. And we'll be here twice a week.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This will be fun.
I think when we're older, significantly older, we're going to have just a collection of all this cool stuff. Yeah. And we're going to be able to, like, show our kids all the fun that we used to have with each other.
We're going to be able to sit here and just listen to it and laugh. Like, oh my God, that was an awesome time.
Yeah. Like, when if shit ever hits the fan, we can just listen to it and just be reminded of why it matters. Like, it just... That'd be super cool to just share with everybody.
Yeah. That's cool.
I think it'd be cool for I think it will be cool, like, when, like, if we decide to have kids, like, when they, get old enough, they're going to be filming most of their life probably, too.
Oh, yeah, because that's what they're going to be living around, so.
Right, well, that's just, like, the norm. Like, more and more people are, like, vlogging and stuff like that. Like,
oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
like,
about.
how much cool-ass footage would you have if you've been able to vlog since the time you were 12?
Yeah.
You'd have some cool shit.
Wow.
Right? And, like, our kids are going to be able to have pretty much lifelong footage of the stuff they've done because, they vlogged when they were 12.
Yeah.
And that's super cool.
Would you do it as a family, too? Like, after you had your family?
What do you mean, do it as a family?
Like, me and you, and then, like, videos or whatever, vlogged?
Oh,
I don't to do that?
I don't know, man. But I mean, even audio files and stuff like that. I mean, all that's gonna exist, and like,
oh, that's so weird.
In a couple hundred years or whatnot, when the current civilizations that we have today kill each other via nuclear war or whatnot, if an intelligent race rebuilds or something, they could potentially have all this data on people and know exactly what people were like. It'd be like the coolest history find ever.
Oh, that's creepy.
Because we don't actually know how anybody was really like from the past. But like, what if we were the last life form that's gonna be that way? What if every time from now on, people are just gonna be able to find, or entities are just gonna be able to find these cached data spots? No, and not be them, but just know who they are.
Oh, that's so
know what
weird.
people are like.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what the dinosaurs were like.
No.
Right?
Not
but,
at all.
so, like, what if an intelligent Wookiee-looking thing inhabits Earth next?
Yeah.
Right? They find all of our files, and they go, oh, this is what humans were like.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really cool history find.
That's crazy.
Like, that just changes the scope of so much.
Yeah. Damn. That's cool. God, what was I going to say about that? I was totally just thinking. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I know. Oh, this is a brain fart.
A smelly one, nonetheless.
That didn't make anything smell.
Alright, well, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I think we are actually going to wrap it up this time.
How are we going to kick this?
We don't know. I don't know. Let's just close it off with
okay.
A goodbye.
See you next time? Yeah.
See you next time. That's so impersonal. Hope you enjoyed the ride. We sure as hell did. If you did.
On the wave tide.
Yeah, buddy. If you did, let us know in the comments below and make sure you stick around, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.